Hello and welcome to this little video about check dams and the different materials that you can use. In this video I'll show you some examples. As you can see here there's a ditch that runs down the valley. You have on both sides you have a meadow that gets used by horses for grazing, and in the back there's a hill where the water comes down. So the goal of the check dam is to prevent erosion. We don't want to have a lot of erosion. Right now the water just runs down this hill very fast and it creates a lot of erosion. With these check dams we want to prevent that and spread the water slowly into the meadow. With this the water can infiltrate better into the ground. Okay, so this is the first one. Here we used just local stones. We made sure to spread them a little bit so it gives a smooth contour. We put down the big rocks at the bottom so it's quite sturdy, and then we filled it up with smaller rocks around, and we made sure that even after the water overflows there are smaller rocks to prevent erosion so it doesn't just dig into the ground. And you want to make sure to always know where your overflow is. So here it will probably be around here, so it doesn't go and erode around the sides. But even if that happens, it's not really that terrible. The goal with all of these check dams is, so the water accumulates here and accumulates upstream and slows it down. And by slowing it down, it can spread more into the soil. So here we have another material. Here we have used straw bales. We used these eucalyptus sticks and rammed them into the ground. So the straw bales are kept in place. They were dug in here and here. And at the end of the straw bales, we again put some rocks to prevent erosion when it overflows. So here is another example of materials that you can use. As you can see, it can be with a lot of different materials. So here we got a bit of a hybrid. Here we got stones and we got some eucalyptus logs. First we place the eucalyptus log. It has a gap underneath, so to prevent that the water just flows through underneath, we place some stones in the front, and then we also place these stones in the back to make sure that it doesn't get washed away. As you can see, you can be very creative with the materials you use in your check dams, so you can have a lot of fun and play around. So here we got another material. Here we have just used logs, in this case eucalyptus, which was dug into the ground and made sure that nothing can flow underneath. Here they cut out a little bit of the log to make sure that the overflow happens here and the water doesn't go around the sides and erodes there. So yeah, this is another example of material that you can use for a check dam. In this example here, we have some sticks, and firstly these bigger sticks were rammed into the ground to make the foundation, and then the other sticks were layered on top, and some other material. You can use what you find on your land. And then there were also some rocks placed behind the back, also to prevent erosion from the water digging in. Here, this one is kind of like a beaver dam. So yeah, this is another example of creative check dams.